the WBA.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, waiting for live stream to pop up. Mics are hot.
Yes, Lord.
Okay. We're live. Okay, National Sports Chat is live. TOB Sports is live. Mics are hot. Queuing up the intro.
Yeah. I always be feeling like a DJ before the drop. One day be doing this. I be feeling like Jay. Turn the music up, turn me down. This time is for the money.
All right, intro rolling.
Yo, what's going on, sports family? And we back in it again. What another QuilleZone podcast, man. I got my mans in the building. You already know we got the guru in the building, man. Ken the Guru, what's going on, man?
What's good, man?
How you feeling out here, man? Let's talk to me.
Yeah, man. Just ready to talk to sports.
Okay.
Give them the latest and the greatest.
And he said the latest and the greatest, the most dedicated.
For sure.
I get to talk, I get to say anything.
Never duplicated.
Man, never duplicated at all, man. I want to also give a shout out to the sponsors, man. The Grind Magazine, man. Small businesses, big business. If you want to take your business to the next level, you want to check out the Grind Magazine, man. They could build a marketing campaign for you, for your company from the ground up, and they could put you in front of the culture the right way you need to be. So you always want to check them out. And yeah, man, that's just what it is, man. Everything goes.
Yeah, what's
good.
the word though, man? What's been going on?
Man, everything been decent, man. It's a lot going on. That joint ain't picking up, Dave. With that, all right, but that joint ain't nothing going, but just cooling, man. It's a lot of things to talk about. World still going crazy. Corona on the rise. Everything going on, man. But to get this episode kicked off for the day, man, I want to start it off with just speaking on black inclusion in the NBA GM positions and just office positions as a whole. What's your thoughts on that? And what made me bring this up was recently the Bulls, they're about to close a deal with Denver, the Denver Nuggets old GM. I can't even pronounce his name, but it's like Arturas something. And he's going to be the Bulls' VP of basketball operations. So I just wanted to see what your thoughts on that was. What can the NBA do to get more black faces in GM positions and executive positions and stuff like that? So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Man, to be honest, the biggest thing that people can do, man, is really is become an Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
Really venture off and do their own thing. Because here's the thing. You can't force somebody to not do nepotism.
Mm-hmm. But hold on. I think you trying to... I'm speaking about you know what I'm saying?
You talking about inclusion.
Yeah, athletes being able to get these GM roles, being able to get more coaching roles and stuff like that. Not necessarily, like, say, me or you feel me? Let's say we trying to do a deal with
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's for the people that's already in there, it's like a fraternity, right?
Yeah, but why would they want an Ice Cube role, though?
I mean,
Ice Cube made his own league.
Here's the thing. The reason why I say that, because I'm actually going a little above what it is that you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in a position, right, to create your own. Once you see that, like, kind of like LaMelo.
Yeah.
Right now, they say he haven't closed, but he's trying to buy, a team in Australia, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you show that you're capable of managing and, building a good team, great organization and stuff like that, they come calling you.
Necessarily, that's not the role that they want to play, building their own league. Yeah, you just can't go out here and like, oh, well, shit, I'm about to be the VP of this team.
I know. Just like you cannot cry that you're not being included in what they, in the organization that they own.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you actually, it's almost like the player, right? And it should be the same way in business. The player that doesn't make the NBA goes overseas, play his heart out. You know what I'm saying? Some of them get into the league because they saw what they was able to do and capable of doing. And then when they came back, you feel me? They like, oh man, this person would be great for the league, a great fit and stuff like that. It's the same in business. If you go and show that you can, run an organization successfully and stuff like that, that translate over to the NBA because now they like, oh, okay, this dude he's a great Jerry West. You know what I'm saying? He can own his own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he has the ability to scout great talent, and that's important. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have to be able to scout talent.
I feel you. And I understand what you were saying about like owning something that they owns, but I just to like for my thoughts on players and stuff, getting more inclusion and stuff within the GM space and front office space with teams and coaching spaces like that is I just feel like the NBA needs to make a necessary effort to do that. You know what I'm saying?
But how would you do it?
You have to be just what's the word for it? Intentionally seeking that out, like how companies are doing now, like J.P. Morgan, Jamie Dimon, the CEO of them. He came down in the New York building and kind of had like a town hall meeting and talked to everybody like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? We need to bring more people of color in Chase. You know what I'm saying?
More diversity.
Morgan, yeah. So you have to really address it and be intentional about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you say you're an analytics-driven league and things like that. So if the analytics are telling this whole story of saying, all right, we got 80% of the players in the NBA are black, and 20% of the players that's in like front office, GM, executive positions, and coaches and stuff like that is 20% or less. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be really intentional about, all right, let's say the first mark, all right, let's see if we can get it to 30. You know what I'm saying? We're going to always have about 80% African-American players. Let's see if we could raise that 20% to 30% of people of color or just any diversity that there is in the front office. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be intentional about how you do it, just like how Dan Antoni's intentional about the style of offense that they play. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it has to be more of an intentional effort made by them. And right now it's only eight minorities that's in GM positions in the league, and 6 of them are black.
Out of 30 teams?
Yeah, and 6 of them are black. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the black man working for you know what I'm saying, there needs to be a representation of that man within that business. You know what I'm saying? So that's how just business works in general. You know what I'm saying? You have to have somebody there that comes from that walk of life or has that speaks for that side of people. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to put these people in the positions that I feel like they should be in, because just because this guy over here is an analytical crusher, that doesn't mean that Kenyon Martin, he doesn't have a good eye test on what needs to be going on. You know what I'm saying? You mix those type of guys. Like, I'm not saying like you just need to take the analytical guys out. And of course you got black analytic guys, but a lot of them are white or just Caucasian. So you got to be intentional about like, all right, if we got an analytical guy, we need to have a guy that played in the league that has good eye test that could tell me, all right, those analytics for what I'm seeing, this is the way we need to navigate it, you know what I'm saying, and go about our situation like this and build our team out.
I can see how that can work. Because like when I
just talk like
nah. It's some great stuff, great information. But like when I was the manager, right, at a housekeeping department or whatever, what I had to do just to make sure that I stayed fresh on what it is that I was doing, I had to take courses. So if people are going to, like when we talk about the inclusion, if we have to do it the way that you want to do it, I believe that it can work if they create those courses.
Yeah, and
then basically allow them to have some type of internship within the organization.
For sure.
So that way they can, because
even with the courses, I mean, that'd be cool too, but it's just a limited amount of guys you could get that, you know what I'm saying, like those answers from. Like I'm saying, you got the analytic guys, and I'm not even saying you need to be, of course, say the NBA player that probably doesn't know analytics, of course they need to be able to understand it and be able to digest it and be able to make a decision off the analytics too, but I feel like the eye test is just as, you know what I'm saying, just as much as
important.
critical.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but here's the thing.
And I don't think that's the way you could like really teach that.
You can mold a person. You can always mold a person because if they have it, you can show them other things to be looking out for. Oh yeah, okay. So you can scout great talent.
Yeah.
All right, but this is what you need to be looking for when you scouting that talent, so we can kind of make that defining, decision.
Just so
you feel
what fits the personnel. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want. You wouldn't want a Rasheed Wallace when you need a stretch. I mean, a Ben Wallace when you need a stretch five.
Right.
You know what
so
I'm saying?
You need to know certain things. You know what I'm saying? So and a lot of that, and that's why I say it's important for these African Americans. Even though we say 80%, they need to know business. Yeah. See, a lot of them, they get in there and they expect their check to be there. You know what I'm saying? But what are you doing outside of that? Yeah. See, now all
different ventures,
and that's how a lot of accountants, a lot of financial advisors, they end up taking these dudes' money. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have the basic knowledge of the information that they need to be having. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they think, oh, this going to be the end all be all because I'm in the NBA. I made millions of dollars, but you're not looking at an Antoine Walker. You're not looking at Allen Iverson. Not saying that he's broke, but he's broke in compared to how much he was worth. At one point in time. You know what I'm saying? So for that alone, you know what I'm saying? They just need to be business minded, and then that way, once the opportunity presents itself, they don't have to start from ground zero.
You know what I'm saying? I feel you on that. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I feel you on that. But just to keep going, man. When should the NBA call the season off, bro? Like, should they? Because it's getting to the point to where I'm saying that people are expecting June. People are expecting maybe it just won't happen in June. Maybe it'll be in August. So what do you think they should do you think it should be a cutoff time to where they'd be like, all right, if we don't pick the season up by here, then it's just over with? Or what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I read an article that stated that there might be some players that might have to give some M's back.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure. So
the people that's not even in that position, for that sake alone, you might have to keep the NBA going because some people may not even be able to, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to hear that.
I mean, I feel what you're saying.
You're an athlete. You make millions of dollars.
You make millions, but if you don't have to get them millions
even
back.
Even if you make 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Man, everybody making more than that. But,
no, I'm saying, like, even if you making 100, if you done made 100,000, you should be all right until the season start back up in October. If they start back up in October,
you shouldn't
know what I'm
be. Well, I know some people gonna be spending probably 100,000 a month for now because all they did was
if that's your
buy things.
If that's
and,
your
you know
overhead,
what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but hey, it's crazy. That's why a lot of people they actually become broke. You know what I'm saying? But.
What
personally,
do you think they should call it off?
I would call it off. But I just know that it's going to hurt a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people that may not even ever get a chance to play in the NBA again. You feel what I'm saying? That kind of got paid some stuff or whatever, you know. Obviously, you keep the amount of money that you play for.
I ain't see about giving it back. The article I seen was the 9 players that have Rich Paul as their whatever that is. I don't know, with the basketball, whatever client, whoever, whatever the role he plays, I forgot what management or something. That they will still get paid, even though the NBA is in this phase right now. Say this, if the season doesn't pick up, that they will still get paid, and the others won't get paid. That's what I seen. I didn't really see that that they had to get bread back, but if they do, I mean, hey,
I don't know. Bread back. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of
crazy. Getting it.
Yeah.
You supposed to be getting it, but
you had to take that out that next one.
Man. But I mean, due to the
take that out that next one. Hey. I'm gonna be playing next year, so just take it out that one. You feel me?
Hey, but due to the flow of the season now, I mean, I say it's best to actually, get rid of it, the league, like just cancel it. because the people that had the momentum and who was creating the momentum at the right time, I think it might just
be out of whack right now.
So it's like you can't even say.
Doc Rivers came out and was like, man, I know Kawhi, he probably been working like a madman because he missed last summer. You know what I'm saying, to really work out. So he was like, man, he may come back better than ever. Like, you never know what you're going to see when he get back because it's just up for him. You feel me?
So they should, to make a long story short, man, just cancel the season, man, and start over. You know what I'm saying? Now, for those who will be affected by it, you know, I apologize for saying that, you know, if that end up being the case. But, you know, just for the flow of how things are going, just for the flow how everything going, I'll cancel.
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll give you a cue. But, I feel you on that. But, another thing is, like, what I was looking at and what made me come to my decision, I wouldn't say cancel it off rip. I would say give it a little grace period, and if that time if it's not, you know what I'm saying, ready to go then you have to cancel it. Because when I got to looking at it, the NBA season lasts for 8 months in general, you know what I'm saying, from the October to June. So from there, you only got 4 months of really just BS time in between seasons, so you got to really be strategic with your time. So I would say if they want to push the season back, do it. I would give them until July. If it isn't picked up by July, which I think it won't be, then cancel it. Because they had 3.5 months left to play on basketball. We were still in March. You know what I'm saying? So you got the last little 2 weeks of March, April, May, June. That's 3.5, 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So
who been playing?
Shit, nobody. I
mean, unless you got a gym, unless they got the gym built in a mansion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's if they pick up and try to do we just gonna play the rest of the whole season out thing. You got really into July for real, and maybe not even then, because if you start in July, that's August, September, October. So from there, shit, you'll damn near have to start the season in December almost. Because you gotta
they're not gonna be in game shape.
Yeah, so. Like you gotta get a champ some time to rest. So it really by June, if they don't have it going by June, because I already know we talked about it before, like a couple episodes back, that they were looking into pushing the start of the season back, just so they don't have to compete with the NFL numbers like that. You know what I'm saying? Till probably late November and early December. So I thought the cards were just falling in their hand, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to shake whatever off, shake the corona off, and get the teams and everybody ready to play, even if they do the rest of the season. If they can't do it by really June, top of July, it's over with, bro.
Yeah. So you start the playoff.
And I don't want y'all to, because we gonna call Shaq about 2 more, you feel me, sections. I don't want y'all Brian fans to be like, well, oh man, he would have got one this year, bro. But that's a topic for down the line. But I just want to let y'all know I'm not slipping on that, and don't think that. Like he wouldn't have got that this year. I'm just not saying that.
Just
like,
not giving it
I ain't
to
gonna
him.
just
Ain't
give
laying
it to
down.
him. Yeah, like
you got Kawhi. You know, beat him in the championship. He beat Kawhi in the championship, but
Kawhi got
he
him
ain't
back.
Scared of him.
He up, you know
not scared of Brian.
Yeah. But just to move on from that, bro, I was watching a couple of funny little things this week, and I wanted to know who was your favorite trash talker in the league. It could be NBA, NFL, it could be hockey. I don't care. I just want to know who your favorite trash talker was.
Deion
Sanders.
Woo,
prime.
Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
That dude, man.
What was
funny.
One of your favorite moments?
Really like the conversation that he had with what was it? Andre is it Andre Rison or something like that?
Probably. Oh yeah, because they got into it. They got to fighting in the game.
Man,
shout out Andre Rison, man. That was my old football coach, man. Shout out to.
Oh, that right?
Yeah, bad
man. That's dope.
Yeah, he coached my high school team.
Yeah, it's just like I don't remember it to the extent what he was saying, but like they was just like going at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it's like kind of like he's second to none.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like trash talking.
Yeah.
Because he, you know what I'm saying, he kind of like he big dog you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, it's just like,
yeah, I
know,
give you
man.
that.
Yeah.
Cause Deion was just doing it like nobody else was doing it, bro. Like it was to the point like he was playing baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like he would play a football game and go play a baseball game. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta to just do that in one day. You gotta be in the pocket, bro. Like you gotta be in the real pocket.
Yeah, he was serious. Like
that's
even with his song,
type of mindset.
You know,
bro.
The song "Must Be the Money." It's like that was his whole person. And you can look at it. He did that because he knew that he can do that.
Yeah, that's one thing too. We gotta salute Deion on. I like about him, cause he embraced the whole primetime thing. When the lights on and it's the biggest time to shine, I'm there.
Hey, we might gotta do.
I'm always there.
Hey, we might gotta do the biggest clutch player in history.
We could do that.
We might gotta do that.
Brady up on that though.
Yeah, he on there for sure.
Them 2-minute fourth quarter comebacks.
Yeah, you got Jordan, you got Brady, you got Deion. Like man, we can even put the Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco's, you know, at some points. Yeah.
For sure.
They big. Oh yeah, my guy Griffey. I can't
stop it.
I can't,
Stop it. You know that's mandatory.
Yeah, that's mandatory right there.
My favorite trash talker, it's a tie. And now I got videos I'm gonna play, but it's a tie. It's Jordan, then it's Gary Payton.
Oh,
cause GP used to talk crazy. I may start it off with GP because it was just the craziest I heard, and he was dead serious about it too, bro. Like KG was kind of describing it on All the Smoke podcast. And hold on, let me see if I could get it up real quick.
Send me the link. I'll pull it up in the B-roll.
Bet I got you. I'm about to shoot it to you. But yeah, this joint is different, bro. Like
Gary Payton controlled the referee, his coach, my coach, the crowd, the lady in the front, the guy who was on the side of the Minnesota game sitting in the ball.
Bro, GP was that one, bro.
The whole game. It's magical. I watched GP back down the guard from baseline to baseline the whole time.
Bro.
Shut your ass up. Bow up, twitch. Hey, get his ass in. Hey, you see the hand?
You see it. Like he talking to the ref, everybody tripping.
He talking to me. He calling the play. He throwing the ball. He was just a control freak. You know, and if you went to a party with Gary, he was doing the same thing. What the drinks at? Y'all ain't drinking? Shots over here. Get them out of here. Who with them?
Man, a real Oakland guy, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Real Oakland guy for real, man. So I just loved him with that. And he I watched another one. He was like, yeah, man, like I was talking about anything. Mamas, kids, husband, wife, anything you had going, grandmama, anything. Like it was over with. He said he always like come up to him after the game and like, you know what I'm saying, it's just a court, but everything can play in the court. And Charles Barkley was like, when they played him before, he was like, I told my guys, don't respond to him because if you respond, it's over with. Like he gonna mess with you the whole game. You feel me? Then
that sound like me. I'm hey, for real, bro. I talk all the mess. Everybody be want to fight me, bro. When I'm on the court, like,
cause
man, who is this dude? I had to tell him, like, look, man, it's basketball.
I'm that
bro.
One for real.
And
it was 1-2 with Kendrick Perkins. He was like, cause GP was his vet, and I guess he made Perkins go. He made Perkins go get him some Patron at like 2 a.m. You feel me? And bring it to his house just out of nowhere, like. And you can't. It ain't no liquor store open.
Right.
So Perkins had to go to the club. Had to pay $500 to get to the club. Paid another $1,000 to be able to take the bottle out the club just to take it to GP crib. And GP said thanks and shut the door on him.
Wow.
You know GP different, bro. Like, bro. GP was a different breed, bro. Let me see. It's another one. He talking cash, bro. Tell him you gonna be my cheerleader. Like, bro, you coaching and you still tripping like that?
You ain't nothing. Boy, all you do is run around and suck on everybody else.
Talking Cavs, Dave. Show weak ass out of here, man.
Hey, you heard what he just said. Could you imagine Gary Payton and Michael Jordan being talking together?
Bro,
and I already know that happened. Bro, so we gonna have to dig that up.
That's what I'm saying. Like that one, them was my two Gary Payton moments. That's what made him like my favorite. But here go with Jordan. Like he got to find Kevin Garnett his rookie year. And this is just the backstory on it. They was at home. They was playing in Chicago because you know KG from Chicago. He said he had like 70 vice lords in the building. Like he was tripping. Like he's like, man, I got the hood in here. I got the crib in here, and was just turned up. And this is what happened.
You never seen me play against Mike.
We in Chicago. It was my rookie year.
And I got about 24.
That's his teammate that was guarding Mike.
JR is having a good game.
J.R. Ryder.
I always stay quiet.
He from Oakland too.
So as we come out the timeout, I'm on, y'all. I can't even explain.
We come out in the fourth quarter, KG's like, man, keep going at his ass. Serve him.
Talk about Jordan. Like
Killing that nigga, yo. Killing that nigga. Boom, yo. Straight up. Yeah, good game, Joe. Keep going.
I was quiet. I'm looking at him like, chill. Mike was literally right there.
You heard him chill, nigga. Mike, you feel me? Right here.
Keep going at him. Wow. Too strong for this dude, man.
So as I say that, I feel it.
So Mike looked at me, looked at KG.
Hands on hips, legs locked. The nigga stared at me for about 15 seconds.
I was like, Mike, you don't know the rules of the game, man. He's just a young buck. You know what I mean?
You told him, Mike, yeah, bro, he ain't tripping like that.
I see him and Mike having a conversation. So he's like, he don't really know he excited. Whatever. So now MJ
At the crib, he got the fam in the building.
Okay, yeah, huh?
Mike looked at him again like, okay. Looked at me like, okay. I said, what you looking at me like that? Right?
I can't even really describe the next like 6 to 7 minutes.
Went to the fourth quarter, man. That man got about 17 quick.
We down 25.
They said he had 18 going into the fourth.
Looking at KG,
7 minutes in, had 40. This is the funny part.
They know this. When you come and you've been on the run, you not got back on the floor, got back, had to rebound, and you feel like you on defense all the time, you come to the bench like this. I was like, yeah, my bad.
Nigga said, my bad, man.
I'm sorry. He like, it's cool, man. I told you. Just shut your ass up.
Shut your ass up, nigga.
So you got in between us. There where you like, damn. Next thing you know, we over there like this. Mike came down. Okay, young fella. Okay, damn, young fella. Damn, y'all done? Damn, y'all
You feel me? Mike was just one of the ones, man. And there was just plenty more stories like that, even what he did to Ray Allen. Ray Allen was talking about it one time. He was like, it was his rookie year. He was checking Mike. Mike was like, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and drop 40 on him. You know what I mean? Like, you know, at the beginning, like, the tip-off everything. Like, yeah, you get him. I got 40 on him. Ray Allen was like, man, I was like, huh? Because he ain't never heard nobody talk like that. About time third quarter came, Jordan had 48. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, I got to give it. I gotta give it to them too, cause they gon' talk and really, like, you feel me, really go at it. But Gary Payton probably the nastiest with it, bro, cause he ain't leaving nothing off the table, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
I ain't never seen that clip until a couple days ago. He was like, man, Gary in there, get your ass up, shut your ass up. Hey, you see the hand on him, call it if you see it. You feel me? Bring him in the game, coach. Like, bro, it's talking crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to check no.
He was an underrated 3-point shooter too.
For sure, he was underrated. At, like, bro, really that back to the, like, he'd put a center in the post. Like, bro, he ain't care who he was.
The only other person that I know that did that was Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Like, he'd back you up. You know what I'm saying? From the time you take it out all the way up to half court and then throw a dime. So the whole time, like, Penny was so slick. He backing you up, but he probably got the
Got
ball and
something
still
over you.
having you thinking that he got it, So
For
yeah,
sure.
that was my favorite player.
For sure, though. Yeah. I got to give it to them, too, because, they was just different, man. But, nah, just to go on, man, recently came out like a couple weeks ago that KG, Kobe, and Tim Duncan they all going to be in the Hall of Fame this year. They got on the ballot. So what's your thoughts on that? Do you think this is, like, the best year? Because there's some people saying that this is the best Hall of Fame lineup ever.
Yeah, Tim
best
Duncan seemed to think
credentials.
so. Yeah, Tim Duncan definitely seemed to think so.
What's your thoughts on it? If I'm Tim and I'm going in with Kobe, this the best goddamn. You feel me?
But I
done
mean,
won everything.
How long was Kobe retired? Like what? A year or two?
Only what was it? 18? Yeah, it was 18.
Because the thing was, bro, I think if he was here, I don't think they would have put him in the hall right now.
Not that fast. And
Not that fast.
And that was my thing. Because if somebody's that great, I feel like they need to go immediately. Because
Right.
you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
and that's why I was so proud that I wouldn't say they went younger, but they kind of went younger than what they typically do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get Timmy Duncan in. Let's get KG in. You know what I'm saying? Because they was all-stars, won championships. You feel me? Timmy got one in, was it 99?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he been winning for a minute.
Yeah, he been.
So, you got to, like, take your hats off.
He proven, he for sure proven. Him, KG proven he was, carrying the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
Bro, when I seen, like.
One of the first ones with the real $100
You
million
don't remember,
deal, bro.
you don't
Big
remember
ticket.
Hudson?
Hudson.
His point guard.
I would have seen it.
Bro, he ended up growing dreads, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that year they was in the playoff. Who was they playing? I think Kobe and them.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Got
KG, they was doing their thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But Kobe was the one.
It's just,
But it was just, but that's when I actually became a fan of KG, because that dude was putting in like his sweat, blood, and tears. You feel me? Like going hard, just sweating. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like he just gave it his all, and that's what, because like I wasn't never a Kobe fan.
Really?
I was never a Kobe fan because I've always hated the Lakers because they dogged my team. They dogged the Warriors for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, okay, you already know they about to lose. It's just a matter of how much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? and like that's why I never really liked them. But Kobe, when players on their way out, like right now, LeBron James, he on his way out.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm past the point where I'm rooting against him.
Yeah.
It's just that, right now I'm more in appreciation phase.
Yeah. I don't think I ever really was really man, just rooting against him, and I feel like that's people's misconception.
I was.
I don't care what he do. It's just some years I just don't pick him. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't pick him. Sometimes I don't like the way he play. It's cool. To be who am I though? You feel me? But that's just what it is. But yeah, that's the way I be feeling about it a lot of times. And I feel like this year they really got it right for real, because you don't want to never just have KG sitting around, or you don't want Tim Duncan sitting around. You got to get them guys in there. And there was some guys that had played through it all, the 90s, 2000s, 2000, you know what I'm saying, 2010s. They done been there and they done won. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to tilt your hat to them type of guys and get them the head nod first. To me, I feel like, because they done been through it all and they done held the league down. Where just think if it wasn't no Kobe, Tim Duncan and KG. After 2000, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do?
To be honest, they kind of started the the agility of big men. Yeah, like how agile they were and stuff like that. They kind of started that. But
and Timmy getting it
Kobe,
any type of way.
Yeah, but Kobe, I'm not even mad that he got in. This early. I just hate that he didn't get to see it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Kobe played in he was dominant in 3 different eras.
Yeah, for sure.
In all eras. So you can't say, Kobe couldn't play in a Jordan era. You can't say he wasn't doing his thing in LeBron era. You can't say in no era. You can't say he wasn't doing his thing.
And won.
You
That's my thing. Like,
you
win, it just add the icing on the cake for me. And it's like KG, okay, say he ain't get as many titles as them guys did, but he won on them type of teams that was on, and he was that stretch in Minnesota, like we said. You know what I'm saying? You out there, Trail Speedway, them guys, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying they just bad, but you get who you get.
Yeah,
he was out there balling.
He won Latrell in the Golden State.
Yeah,
he wasn't that Sprewell.
Yeah, man. But just to keep moving, because I feel like they did the right thing for this year. You know what I'm saying? So we could keep moving on from there. What do you think college athletes will get like mobility? Like, what do you think they'll mobilize? Like how LeBron, pretty much what he did with the 2-year, 3-year contracts. You know what I'm saying? Do you think they'll be able, like, say, a college football player, because it's not really an alternative for him. You know what I'm saying? With I guess you could say the XFL and stuff like that. But for the basketball players, you can just go overseas. You know what I'm saying? Like
you talk about like for the players who don't have other options outside of, because they got Canadian Football League, now they got XFL.
But I'm just saying, like, do you think like more players and stuff are like just start like mobilizing more, just doing other things and not taking that college route necessarily?
Just going right away, like on a one and done or none and done.
Not even a none and done.
Yeah.
Just whether they say if they do play for the XFL for a year or two. You know what I'm saying?
Should that exclude them from being able to make the NFL?
Nah, because they'll be able to make it regardless. But I'm saying, do you think players will start doing that? Like, just start looking into other avenues?
I don't think so.
Why not?
The reason why is because, every player that goes to the NFL, right? Or every player that play in the NCAA, they feel like they have a chance to make it to the NFL, and they believe when they play in, a UCLA, USC, or Alabama, they have a chance of having more exposure and a better chance of actually getting into the NFL versus going and trying to be like the Maurice Claret. You know what I'm saying? Where he was trying to be one and done.
Shaq after this day.
When he tried to be the one and done, and basically was really, you know what I'm saying, like kind of blackballed after that. You feel what I'm saying? It's because I think they feel like they're gonna that lead is gonna always be there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's not the ultimate goal. It's not the end goal. So I don't think they're gonna jeopardize.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Playing for the XFL or Canadian Football League just for that sake.
I think I was just looking at it for like just being able to taking advantage of the money you could bring in, and just your marketing dollar and you as a brand instead of giving it to the NCAA. I think that was what I was taking into play. And a lot of times when I looked at it, I was like, I mean, I understand it. I understand why a player, like you said, would be pushed back to go, you know what I'm saying, to the XFL when they could, like, all right, I got comp right here. So, you know what I'm saying, I would say just go where the competition goes. You know what I'm saying, wherever the top comp is. Say if it gets to the point where the top comp is in the XFL, then go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, so I just say go where the comp is for real. And just take care of yourself. Make sure you got insurance on yourself. You never want to be the guy out there blow their leg out, you know what I'm saying, don't have no backup plan, don't have no insurance on you.
Get that $1 million insurance, man. Get that $1 million insurance. So that way, if you get injured, you for sure at least getting $1 million.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So get that on yourself. It's definitely worth it.
For sure, though, man. And we got a special guest on the phone. It ain't even a special guest, man. You know what I'm saying? He just been on the road doing what he got to do, setting it up in a different time zone. You know what I'm saying? So we got the man who started in the building, man. We got Kill himself in the building, man. What's going on? Man, nothing cool. Are you masked up? Man, you fooling. You fooling, boy. I was we about to get into this good little controversial little topic right here, and I had to call you because I'm like, yeah, this the guy I need to speak to. You know what I'm saying? He went away off the screen, though. Especially the Brian fans. You feel me? This the guy I need to speak to. He's still on? Yeah, so do you think LeBron would have won the chip this year? Say if the NBA season cancels, do you think he'll be able to win the chip? You said absolutely? Why? Give me your reasoning. I'm just not gonna say it's Bron. He getting to the finals. Hold on, you feel me? Like, you said. Yeah.
They was gonna mess around. I hate to wish. I ain't wishing it on them, but somebody was gonna be injured. They was gonna be missing a piece. And
Stop it, bro. Cause you gotta know something. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Doc came out today with it. He was like, man, Kawhi been training more than ever. You feel me? So if the season,
he gotta say that, cause they know everybody's talking about Bron for the winning now.
But my thing is, I'm just.
Bron ain't training.
I'm not, it ain't a doubt in my mind that he isn't. My thing is, I'm just not willing to just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, he would have won it this year. Cause I don't know what they would have did. You know what I'm saying?
It was stamped, young man. It was stamped.
Hey man, the few times they did play the Clippers, they got their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers
What
only
they
won.
just do to the Clippers though?
They won the last one.
Alright, I ain't trying to hear none of that. They just gave him a preview of what they
all right,
was
so
gonna give him.
Dave, I'm gonna make it a little sketchy. You want to hop out the car and give me them 80 push-ups real quick?
Right now?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, you feel me? Because you talk about your boys. Your boys got you down. You feel me? So you got to understand.
Nah, not my boys. Bron got me down.
All right, your boy got you down there. You feel me?
Hey.
But yeah, I like I said, bro, I just ain't inclined to just give him the head nod. But the other question I wanted to ask you,
yeah,
how many rings do you think Bron can get before he, you know what I'm saying, get up out of here?
He can get 2.
2 more?
Yeah.
If he get 5, would that put him?
He gonna be number 1 regardless.
No, he not number 1. But I'm just saying, like,
First of all, Bron gonna be number 1 when it's all said and done. Because if you look at the stats, he gonna be leading in every category.
You gonna talk?
Crushing every category, points.
So I just say he was more durable than everybody.
They created a stat for the man talking about chase down blocks.
You said what?
He's hard, man. They created the man. The man got his own. He got his own stat line. It's a chase down block, man. They created that for him. They keep a track of that now.
Yeah, I mean.
You feel me? Like Bron, man, he different, man. You just gotta give it to him, bro. He different, man.
The most I see him getting is probably 1, and I'm not even gonna count this year as 1 because like I said, I ain't no shoulda, coulda, woulda type individual.
Disrespectful.
But even if he only,
I got my pops here with me, man. You know what I'm saying? You should just seen the look on his face, man.
Man, I'm telling you, shit, bro, Pop, man, he 3-6 already in the finals, bro. He don't need.
How long it take? How long it take? You always.
Bro, you know when it get to that point, I don't congratulate nobody for losing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to give.
So let me ask you this: you be hollering this ring shit, man. Like
okay.
That ring shit, like it means something, but it don't because. If that's the case, Robert Horry better than a lot of greats.
Now you just talking blasphemous, bro. You gotta put context to it. You feel me? You gotta understand that, you know what I'm saying, totally understand something, that the rings do mean something, and of course
I do. I ain't say it didn't.
Just because you was on the team and you wasn't even the star role and you just got blessed with 7 rings, that don't mean you just automatically better than LeBron. Like, I never put Horry over LeBron. It's just that.
Just make it clear.
Yeah, it's just in them situations when them boxes need to be checked, Bron ain't really checking them like that for me.
Oh, he checking all the boxes.
I mean,
he's checking all the boxes. You feel me? We ain't going. And I look rough right now. I need a haircut.
Hey, we see you, but even, you know what I'm saying, 3-6 ain't really checking the boxes for me, man.
Nah, hey, it's cool.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, there will be nobody on this earth that's gonna do what Bron's finna do. What he
finna? I'm about to say what he finna do, because I don't think he finna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, you capping, bro. So you really think Kawhi and them enough to take down the Lakers?
Yeah, nigga, he ain't even the best on his team.
Who the best on his team?
AD. If AD don't get it going, what Bron gonna do?
Take over.
Huh? If Paul George don't get it going, what Kawhi gonna do?
Bro,
they gonna win.
It's different type
you know
of different levels to Bron. I think he's forgetting that, bro. Like, when it's go time, it's go time. You feel me?
See,
like,
that's the thing. I don't know if it's go time when you say it's go time, that it is go time. Because how can it be that if you 3-6 and you got one of the most questionable losses with Dirk Nowitzki? You know what I'm saying? Dirk Nowitzki abused him.
You gotta start bringing up some new facts, bro. We didn't talk about that
bro.
but you talk about you bring up Dirk.
You acting like
serious with Dirk. Like I don't agree with you on that.
Bro, you
like every great got their flaws. You feel me? Jordan had to go through Isaiah now.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and Isaiah don't get the credit he get. You feel me? So I don't know, bro.
But my thing, I'm talking about the big stage though. Because don't get me wrong, LeBron done got to the big stage. You know what I'm saying? But it's just what he do on the big stage. And when he was on the big stage.
Was the Bulls
not all the time, but he was favored. He was favored over Dirk. Am I lying?
Definitely.
Okay, then.
We agree on that subject, so you got to give me something different than Dirk.
Hold on. And the nigga averaged 18 points with Jason Terry. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta check your boy on that. Like you just can't slide by certain things. When Jordan got to the finals, it's that time. He's that guy. Pops know that. Anyone know thing what LeBron was doing, like how we talked about. He making fun of Dirk. Nah, Dirk came and ended that. He won the whole game and walked off throwing up Lord. He ain't even celebrate on the court, bro.
You know how many clips we got of this man saying that?
But I'm
like,
letting you know.
Bro.
I'm letting you know.
I know this, but you always talk about the Dirk thing because that's the only thing we can agree on this point. Like, for real. He ain't gonna lie, like Brian Chuck. Wow. Okay. Yeah, one time.
So, all right. So, since we passed that, right? I want to just another question I want to ask you because we talked about it last week and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Do you think Bron hindered the competition level in the league? And let me give you what I mean by that. So, Bron did one of the best things that he could have did with the player mobility. That's one thing I got to give him the head nod on, is being able to take your power into your own hand and be able to be like, no, I'm not going to lock down 6 years here. You know what I'm saying? I could play here for 2 years, and if I want to go somewhere else, I could play there for 2 years. So I give him the head nod on that. You know what I'm saying? But do you think it was to that point, and of course he wasn't the first one to do it, but I'm saying he modernized it again to where, okay, let's build, you know what I'm saying, let's really build the team. And he took the initiative with D-Wade and Bosh, like, okay, we're going to take pay cuts and come together. And do you think he kind of like slowed down the competition level? Because what you got the baby of that situation happening to what the Warriors did. I don't think it was that bad because they drafted them guys, but they went and got KD. You know what I'm saying? So.
But this is what I have to say in that. Like, Bron ain't start that. Boston started that.
I know him, but he brought it to modernize. He modernized.
Man, bro, they did it the year before Bron even, like a year or two before Bron even went. That's not modern. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, but like, cause it's LeBron, but there was older players, but nah, bro. Like, Bron ain't slowed down.
Who you saying did it a year or two before that?
You said what, bro?
Who you saying did it the year or two before that?
Boston.
Okay.
They was drafted. They were traded.
Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, they bought them boys together.
But Kendall do got a point. They were traded there. They weren't just all free agents that said, all right, we all sitting on our ass. Hey, let's all link up here and take pay cuts.
But think about it. You've been watching them interviews. They say, oh, okay, cool, I want to go here. They not just finna get traded somewhere they don't want to go, but they some top grades too.
Shit,
boy.
You better talk to DeMar DeRozan.
That's who you better talk to. He got traded somewhere he don't want to be. Yeah. KG and Ray Allen ain't get traded nowhere they ain't want to be. Trust me.
I just feel like it's fuzzy, man. Like I wouldn't just give him wholly the reason behind it, but you got to think, even like, I don't want to keep harping on Dirk, but really, when was the last time a championship? I wouldn't say, like, of course he had a team with him, but was single-handedly won. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you want to give it to Kawhi, that's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. But it got an asterisk by it because them guys was injured. But if you, it really ain't been nobody that came through single-handedly. Dirk averaging 27 and 11 and 2 in the finals. You know what I'm saying? That did it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like that's what he took away, not consciously though. You know what I'm saying? Unconsciously, by making that move. And what's somebody gonna do when Bron make that move? they gotta out Trump what he did. Well, shit, we need to bring KD here. Cause he got all the shit. We need to bring KD here. You feel me? So that's why I say it was kind of like a little. I don't know. I wouldn't give him wholly the responsibility of it, but I feel like he parked the blame for it, man. Just at a competition level.
Cause honestly, bro, like Brian made it to the point to where y'all gotta beat us. Like they already was joining up. Like now y'all gotta overpack up y'all team to come try to beat us. And then it got silly. It got silly.
What you mean? Who made it to that point?
Brian in Miami.
So he made it to that point with the Warriors. Like y'all gotta pack it up to beat us. Cause like I said, I can't.
No, they did that. They did that when he went to the Cavs, bro.
Yeah, because I'm about to say that because that happened naturally. I can't blame the GM for drafting.
Yeah, no, I ain't,
you know what I'm saying?
But you got to think about it. Like, I ain't never came at Golden State on that, oh, man, they got all these players set. Bro, they was drafted. That was great. Like, they did some, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing in the front office. Yeah. But only thing I ever hated was, like, I ain't even blaming Golden it ain't no blame on Golden State. If anything, it's on KD. Because that's like, come on, bro. Like, me, as a hooper, I was not going to no team that beat me. I was up 3-1 on.
Okay, all right. That's what I want to know. Like, was your problem with Golden State or just KD as a, you know what I'm saying? Like that move.
KD.
All right,
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going to no team that I just tied up and then y'all come back and beat me. Nah,
me
coming
neither.
Back to reload.
Me neither. I ain't mad at you. You get the head nod from me. I ain't mad at you. I give you that. But nah, though, man. You got anything else?
Man, nah, man. I just appreciate you holding it down, man.
Man, for sure, man. You know I had to check in with you, man. Talk some stuff to you real quick.
Hey, man, we gonna be up and running soon, man. As soon as Rona over, man, we got some things in the works, man.
Bet. What you say, Kendall?
Stay tuned in, cause I'm about to eat or all that.
He said he about to eat.
Oh yeah, you know I'm finna hop on YouTube.
You know Kendall gonna go home live stream himself with his drawers on, no shirt, just get to talking directly. Hey, he gonna put.
Y'all keep holding it down, man. Hey, Dave, man, keep doing your thing, bro.
Man, no doubt, man. Bro.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. You be easy, all right?
All right, bro.
Easy, bet, bro. I'm gonna get up with you when I get up out of here.
All right, hit me.
Easy. Tell Props I said what up, too.
All right, he hear you.
What? Bet. One. Yeah. Like I said, people, you got to get the check in from the man. You know what I'm saying? The man himself with the plan. Shaq done checked in with us, man, and of course I had wanted to bring him in before I get to talking about that, cause I be hearing y'all be saying all that, cause you got two Brian haters on the mic, so it's gonna sound like I'm gonna bring him in and see what he say, but as y'all could, my argument still remains the same. You feel me? I don't think I lost to him either. But what's your thoughts on it? How many chips do you think he would have had?
None.
You don't think he could at least got one just off
by himself?
Nah, but with AD, but I feel like they'd get him one before you take that last ride.
With AD, I don't think they win.
Whew.
I don't think they win. I still think Clippers.
You think Kawhi and them that bold?
I still think the Clippers win. See, here's what I believe. I believe that Kawhi teaches Paul George how to win. That's one thing he never had. He never learned how to win.
And my thing is too. That's why I said what I said when he was on the phone. If AD not playing good, what's gonna happen? They about to get blasted by 20-25.
25. They gotta play perfect.
Paul George don't even gotta play in this up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll beat him without Paul. Yeah,
sure.
And they did it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So you gotta really just look at it that way and just know that Kawhi, he is one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, he that guy.
And I was one of the ones that doubted Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, Kawhi not even that good. But then I seen, even in the year where he got hurt.
Yeah.
He had them up by 20.
Yeah.
With the same team, you lose Kawhi Leonard. Yeah. Right?
Lost
and then the team crumbles.
Lost every game. Lost everything.
Everything after that. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Then the team totally crumbles. So when people say that LeBron James make a team better, Kawhi makes teams better.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So now you added Paul George, and now you teaching him how to win. You know what I'm saying? How to win games. Bro, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
And they won the series. So if we going to say, Michael Thompson, if we gonna say anybody should be awarded these the championship, if anybody should be awarded the championship, it's definitely the Clippers, because they beat them 2-1. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. But we got 2 more, and I'm gonna knock this next one out real quick. Did you see what Tom Brady said in his interview, recent interview? So basically, because there's been a lot of speculation about his relationship with Bill Belichick, and he was basically addressing it like, I don't have no problems with him. What me and him did was something that can't be redone again. You know what I'm saying? I accomplished what I accomplished in them 20 years, and Belichick did what was right. He's only supposed to, you know what I'm saying, of course, win for right now, but plan the future. Right. This ain't all just Tom Brady show, and I was happy that he said that, because I was one that was like, damn, I wonder how Tom really feel about that. And he felt the way you only can feel. Like, you got to understand, like, Bill got a job at the end of the day. And what Tom Brady doing at age 43 going on to 44, you know what I'm saying, he talking about he want to play to 48. That ain't going to do nothing for me. Right, you know what I'm saying? If we lose all them years, like, I need to be planning for the future, because I still like winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the physical aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still coaching. So
right.
That's what that was what happened recently.
Well, that just shows he took emotion out of it. You know what I'm saying? Which all players should do, because they should understand that it's just a business. Yeah. He took the emotions out of it, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Can't make no real decision based off emotion. Man.
For sure. And that's why I feel like a lot of people be, you know, they be losing, because everything is based off how you feel. Yeah. In business, not logic. Yes, in business, you know, is what makes sense financially. You know what I'm saying? And right now,
because that'll be rationally thinking.
Yes. So what makes sense right now? What makes sense is, for me, to be honest, I still think that it's going to be a building season for the Patriots.
For sure.
But I just don't believe that they go to the playoffs. Yeah. Because here's why. I don't believe they go to the playoffs. But here's the thing that I didn't like about Bill Belichick not willing to want or don't want Brady. He should have brought Brady back one more year and had somebody that Brady can be teaching. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's what I would have did. Yeah.
Yes, that knowledge that he has, we talking about clutch.
Yeah, you can't.
Bro,
it's hard to teach
down
that.
28 in the Super Bowl.
You got to talk to Mr. Clutch to get that type of juice.
Bro, you can't. you can't.
You can't coach that.
You can't coach that.
Yeah,
for you know
sure.
what I'm saying? So
for sure though, because just to move on from, because about 5 minutes, Dave, because I want you to have this whole little last part to talk about Mauricio. So I'm gonna let you just go all the way and get into that, and you just explain your thoughts on that.
All right. So so I wanted to talk about why I actually believe that Mauricio Suleiman might be racist. And hey, I mean, you know,
claims here.
See, look. All right, so I'm gonna start off. All right, first of all, when we talk about franchise champion, Canelo Alvarez was the first champion with to be awarded first franchise champion to be awarded that belt, right?
Fact.
Then when Canelo popped dirty for clenbuterol, he stated Mauricio Suleiman came out and was willing to up in the level just so he can take the asterisk off of Canelo's name, right? Yeah. Then it just shows that, like, then they didn't even strip him for the belt when he was punished for 6 months.
Yeah.
But you got Devin Haney, who was stripped when he got an injury. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you just look at certain things, you know, he's in favorable of.
And if y'all don't know who
Mauricio Suleiman is, the WBC president.
Okay.
You know, and so, like, that was that. You know, he popped dirty. Then he awarded Lomachenko the franchise champion belt after only fighting for it, no defenses. You know, and then he gave him, you know, the franchise option. You know what I'm saying? Before Wilder, and Wilder had over 7 to 8 title defenses. he should have been the very first person in
for sure.
with the option of being a franchise champion, right? So let's just go to the women's boxing. We had Alexandra Jimenez. She basically was taking testosterone, you know, stuff because she's basically trying to transition, right, to a man. Yeah, right?
For sure.
So Mauricio Suleiman comes out before the test comes out. They just salty. People needs to make sure that, you know, they do their due diligence and don't discredit Alejandra Jimenez, right? Comes out, she pops dirty. Yeah. So then he's just now awarding Franchon, right, the belt back, but he's trying to also get Jimenez to fight again for the belt. Yeah. So you basically reward a drug cheat again, right? Which is a non-black individual, right? So now, right, with all the stuff that came out about the glove gate with Tyson Fury, right, with all the evidence that went around, he said he found no adverse finding, right, and then he stated that he stated that Fury is his champion, and people basically need to stop making you know, making up things and basically give credit to Fury, right? So he's not even looking into it. But when they made accusations about Jamel Charlo, they did instant investigation. Fact. And then came out and had to basically state that oh no, you know, he was given the permission to do so, right? Yeah. So now that you have people like Danny Garcia, Errol Spence coming out, right? Saying that was abnormal, the way the glove was flopping, fact, right, in the Fury in Wilder fight.
Yeah, anybody could see that,
right? Yeah. So he's come out and say that, and then what do you know? He gets slapped with a mandatory by to fight Danny Garcia. Yeah. So when you basically look at the chronological order and the moves that Mauricio Suleiman, you know, makes,
he's not really protecting his black WBC belt holders at all. He protects others.
And giving them non-favorable treatment. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody pop dirty, he's going to take of African descent, he's going to take that belt right away. Fact. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, man. This
gonna be a good moment like that. I feel like you need to go ahead and like turn that live stream on and put the ether beat on behind this and just address it. You know what I'm saying, to him on YouTube for sure. Because I mean, if you're in that position, you need to know that most definitely that everybody should be on the even playing field. And if you putting on for these people like that, even if they in the wrong, put on for, you know what I'm saying, other people like that when they in the wrong, or even if they not in the wrong. Don't do nothing to try to make them come up off their title even faster than what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? So, most definitely that. And I don't have no problem with Spence fighting Garcia. He gonna whoop his ass.
Oh yeah. I love to see it, but you know, it's just like it's to me it's funny timing. You know what I'm saying? The minute he say something, and then all of a sudden, he ain't fought nobody since. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no tune-ups or anything like that, and then you automatically mandate. You know what I'm saying?
They want to catch him.
That's it. They you know what I'm saying? Him.
But no, though, man. We like I said, you need to go ahead and do a live on that for sure. But we gonna wrap it up today from the QuilleZone podcast, man. Like I said, man, I want to shout out again to the sponsors, man. Small businesses, big businesses. Make sure you all go check out the Grind magazine. We don't even have it in here, but it's cool. Make sure you check them out. They could build a marketing campaign for your company from the ground up, like I said, and we do have it in here. They got Ja on the first page, man. I'm about to stop saying this a second, because right when you flip it, it's Ja right there. So, you know what I'm saying? They could do that for you and put you in front of the culture the way you need to be. So make sure you check out the Grind magazine. And also, I want to shout out to Eastream Live Podcast Network, man. This is how this whole production is being shot right now. So podcasters, if you want to take your podcast to the next level, get distribution, do different things like that, you might want to reach out to Eastream Live Podcast Network, because they could assist you along with doing that. And also, man, shout out to National Sports Chat, man. You can follow us anywhere, YouTube, IG, Twitter, Breaker, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anything like that. We everywhere. We post some new content every day. So, you know what I'm saying? Even though we locked down in quarantine, we gonna entertain you, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you go over there and check that out. We got new stuff dropping on the YouTube page every week, so you gotta check that out. You know what I'm saying? Follow, like, subscribe, hit us in the DM. We respond to everybody. You got highlights you want us to post, send them through. We do everything, man. Yeah. So like I said, man, we just here keep going up and keep elevating, man. And like I said, QuilleZone Podcast, National Sports Chat, round for round coming soon. Oh, we got two boxing guys in here that's gonna really sit down and analyze each round for you, and we gonna let you know like our real scores on fights and stuff, how we feel about rounds and things like that, whether somebody got cheated and things like that. And we got a good one coming for y'all for sure. The dude who took the patent out the glove.
Oh yeah, Ernesto.
We gon', you know what I'm saying? So don't think we sleep. We definitely gonna get y'all that. And like I said, man, just continue to follow the campaign, man. National Sports Chat, QuilleZone Podcast. We in the building, checking in, checking out, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to live streamers too. Yeah. And we up out of here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
For sure.